What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Uncle Sam. So as I'm recording this, it's the 4th of July, and I'm going to upload this on the 4th of July as well. So, first things first, if you are watching this video and you live in the United States, happy 4th of July. I hope you have a beautiful holiday, light off some fireworks, do some grilling, all that, have some fun times with friends and family, and maybe, sip a few drinks as well. I don't know, if you're of age, of course. I keep it on the up and up on this channel. We don't condone uh, illegal activities out here. But anyways, it's the 4th of July, so if you all have, if you all have, followed the channel, you know that I'm just obsessed with any slasher movie that correlates with a holiday. Um, we got, New Year's Eve slasher movies. We got Valentine's Day slasher movies. St. Patrick's Day slasher movies. Any slasher movie that correlates to a holiday, I have to watch it. And it worked out where I had the day off today, which was hooked up because usually I like work on holidays, and where I work, like, we're open today, but I just happened to have the day off, so that was hooked up. So I'm like, what better movie to watch than Uncle Sam, which is, I didn't even know it was actually set on the 4th of July. I just thought, hey, this is kind of like a patriotic themed slasher movie. Let me check it out. But then it is set on the 4th of July, so this was a perfect thing to watch and review for today. So, getting into my overall opinion of the movie, I thought it was a fun little holiday slasher movie. It wasn't a great movie by any means, but it checked all the marks of a fun little holiday themed slasher. I don't know. I thought it was enjoyable. So yeah, that's my overall opinion. And jumping into the plot summary, we have this little kid, Jody. He he's a pretty patriotic kid. He's he kind of idolizes his uncle, Sam, who passed away. And yet, like, we find out early on in the movie that Jody's Uncle Sam was, he was overseas in combat, and he was killed due to friendly fire. So his body is shipped back to their house, and for some reason they just, they keep his coffin in the living room, and for like quite a while, and his body looks like it looks like he's been dead for like 14 years. He's like full zombie mode. Like, his body is just completely decomposed, and they just, for some reason they just keep the coffin in their living room, just, like it's nothing. I mean, of course he's probably pumped full of like formaldehyde, but I mean, you can't tell me that body didn't smell. Plus, that's just creepy. That's like ghost vibes. Like, you don't want coffins with dead bodies in your family room, even if it is your immediate family member. But anyways, we learn that Jody's Uncle Sam was killed due to friendly fire, and like I said, Sam's body is just chilling in their house in this coffin. And on late at night on the 4th of July, Sam is reanimated because there's some kids who are, uh, you know, being unpatriotic. They're burning an American flag, and you know he has to jump into action because that's his whole thing. Like he kills unpatriotic people, and he just enjoys killing. So Jody idolizes his Uncle Sam because he thinks he's a hero, but later on we learn that he was not a hero. He didn't join the military because he wanted to help people or because he wanted to help his country. He was just like crazy and he liked killing people. So he joined the military kind of like as an excuse, as like a free pass to kill people and get away with it. So yeah, basically Sam starts killing people who like he's reanimated as this zombie and he starts killing people who are unpatriotic, and he just starts killing people because he likes killing people. So yeah, the rest of the movie we just have Sam, you know, on 4th of July at this big festival killing people, mainly unpatriotic people. So that is the basic plot summary. The first point that I want to get into is when I was reading up on this movie, I found out the movie was written by Larry Cohen, who he actually was involved with some creating some other movies that I like. So yeah, he wrote this movie, but he directed the movie The Stuff from 1985, which I'm a fan of that movie. That's a super solid movie. I reviewed that on the channel. I love The Stuff. And then Larry Cohen also wrote all the Maniac Cop movies, which I've never seen the Maniac Cop sequels. Like I've never seen part 2 and 3, but the first Maniac Cop I have seen, and I'm a fan of that movie. I mean, you got Tom Atkins in that movie, for crying out loud. Like that alone, like any Tom Atkins movie rocks. Like Night of the Creeps, whatever. Halloween 3 I'm not the biggest fan of, but Dan Chalice in Halloween 3 just like sipping beers throughout the whole movie. I mean, he rules. So yeah, Tom Atkins is the man. So yeah, Maniac Cop, the first one, I've seen it. I'm a big fan. So I didn't know Larry Cohen was involved with this, but that is cool. Like I like some of his other stuff, so kind of made sense that I would enjoy this. Even though I don't love this movie, I don't love Uncle Sam, but I think it's a fun movie. Like it's fun and it really has that holiday feel. It really has that Independence Day, 4th of July feel, which is getting into my next point. Okay, that's like one of the main things when I seek out these slasher movies that revolve around a holiday. I want to feel like immersed in the holiday. I want, I want it to really have the feel of whatever holiday it's set on. And some other holiday themed slasher movies, they're just kind of holiday flavored. Like a movie will be set on Halloween, there'll be like one pumpkin, or a Christmas movie will just like, oh, there's one Christmas tree, it's supposed to be Christmas. It's like they don't, I don't know, like the world doesn't really feel like that holiday in like the world that they're trying to immerse you in. This totally felt like the 4th of July. All of the set dressings, there's American flags everywhere. Like everything in the movie is red, white, and blue. The costume that the killer's wearing, he's wearing this red, white, and blue Uncle Sam costume, which the costume's kind of silly, but that kind of added to the fun of the movie. And yeah, like most of the movie, at least for like mainly like most of the second act, most of the movie takes place at this big 4th of July festival. Everyone's grilling. There's, American flags everywhere. People are singing, having a good time. It's got that summer feel. That was awesome. There's this big like Independence Day parade. and some of the kills uh, were kind of uh, were in line with the holiday as well. Like there's a couple kill, like one person is, hung up on a flagpole, and like they're like they just they're like hung, like they don't like drop down or anything. I thought that they were gonna get dropped down, which is cool, but they're just like hung. They just stop breathing or whatever. So there's like that flagpole kill. Someone has like a giant American flag like stabbed through their chest. There's this one kid who's decapitated, and then his head is put on a barbecue grill, so that was fun. So yeah, the setting really felt like the 4th of July. The kills were fun and were kind of in line with the 4th of July, so this totally nailed the holiday tone for me. Moving on to another point, we have some familiar faces in the movie. So Isaac Hayes plays Sergeant Jed Crowley, who was one of the main protagonists in the movie. He's like family friends with Jody, and he helps him out. And then another familiar face is PJ Souls. So PJ Souls was in the first Halloween, and she was in Carrie. And Isaac Hayes, he's been in countless stuff. I reviewed this movie that he was in kind of recently. It was called I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, and that was one of the Wayans brothers did that movie. That was pretty good. But Isaac Hayes, I think he's been in movies since like the 70s. Like he's been in countless movies, and then he voiced the chef on South Park, which that's iconic. So it was cool seeing them. And PJ Souls, she was only in the movie like a little bit. She played this one kid's mom, but Isaac Hayes was pretty much a main character, and he was fantastic. Like everything he said was gold. Like whenever, like all of his dialogue was fantastic. Isaac Hayes killed it. Like he was one of the best parts of the movie. So I like that there were some familiar faces, and PJ Souls was good, but Isaac Hayes was really good. He killed it. So shouts out to him. And then getting into the killer himself, I thought it was kind of funny that there's these kids burning the flag, and he just like initially wakes up and he's like, I gotta go kill him. That reminded me of in Jason X, when Jason is in like a coma, or he's pretty much dead, and he's reanimated because there's some kids having sex, and he just like senses that and he has to kill them. This was very reminiscent of that. And I kind of like how usually the slasher movie rule is the killer kills people who are having premarital sex, or they're doing drugs, or they're drinking. I like how Sam was killing people who were unpatriotic. So it kind of like it was a nice play on like a little slasher movie trope. So I kind of liked his little motivation. And yeah, he had some one-liners. They weren't like the funniest one-liners, but I thought that was fun that he had some one-liners going on. I like when a vocal killer does have some cheesy one-liners. I'm always down for that. His costume, the Uncle Sam costume was silly, but like I said, that kind of added to the fun of it. It's like most of the kills were just in broad daylight, and he's got this like goofy looking costume with like this, I don't know, the mask was weird, like everything about it was weird, but it just kind of worked. It was just kind of fun. And when you actually see him unmasked, the makeup on him was actually really good. He looked great, and he was creepy, and just once you learn more about the backstory of Sam, like he's just like a creepy, like evil dude. So I thought he was good, antagonist, and yeah, the once you see him unmasked, like the makeup on him is fantastic. Some of the other makeup in the movie is not great. Like there's this one kid who was burned with fireworks, and the makeup on him looks absolutely fake AF. It looks terrible. And the kills in this, there are some good creative kills, but sometimes the practical effects in this are hit or miss. Like there's this one decapitation, you see the aftermath, that was really good, but I don't know. Some of the kills are just okay. There are a couple cutaways, but for the most part, the kills do kind of have the Fourth of July theme, and the kill like there is some good gore and practical effects. So overall, the kills are good too. So I liked the killer. I liked the most of the kills, and you know this movie had a good holiday feel. So overall, I would recommend it. It's not great, you know. It is a low budget movie. It's kind of cheesy. It's kind of schlocky. Don't expect it to be tense or scary or have like a super serious tone. It's just a fun little holiday slash movie. Like I said, the 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 setting is great. It has great holiday feel, and you know, some of the kills are decent. It's just I don't know. I don't think like there's anything wrong with this movie at all. It's totally serviceable for what it is. I think it's a good time, and it's a uh, great slasher movie to watch on Independence Day. So I would I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it. So that's been my review of Uncle Sam, and I gave you all my recommendation. So I'm gonna head out here now. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a beautiful 4th of July, and peace out.